Hi guys, how are you guys doing? I welcome you again to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. So today I'm going to be telling you guys or entertaining you guys with a different thing altogether, and that is the masquerade in my community or my village precisely. So I'm going to tell you everything I know about this masquerade, but I don't know a lot of things, so I don't have depth knowledge about it. So I might actually just make some few mistakes and all that. So the masquerades that we have in my village are actually a lot, or my community. We have a lot of masquerade, but now let me limit it down to my side only. But let me start with telling you that this is the masquerade house in my village. It is called Saint Ajiri Aloking. And people will be asking, like, why did you guys have to put the saints there? Can't you just leave the name the way it is? Must you drag church pattern into it? But that's just by the way, anyway. So this is the kind of house that each village in my community will have. It's like, I don't know if it's compulsory, but every village has this kind of house that looks like a tent. So it is here that they do their activities, they house the masquerade and then their followers. So they stay there to like do their activities when this masquerade is on ground. That is when the masquerade is on season. So every community or every village has this house. So we have different masquerades in my village, such as my community is in Nsukka. My town, I'm from Nsukka, okay, Ihenowere community, okay. So I'm just limiting this thing to Ihenowere, and even that Ihenowere is not still everything, it's just still some parts because I cannot even know everything about the masquerade or all the masquerade. There are a lot. So we have a masquerade called Echarichama. People like it a lot. Is entertaining. We have one called Uriokpa. Uriokpa is the one that will flog you. You know, that one will flog you on the road. They go about to collect money from people. And we have another one called Onyekurunye. Onyekurunye is the masquerade that will come out at night. That one, no one has ever seen it actually. So this one now, the Echarichama I talked about that used to wear and shine clothes. This is another house somewhere in the village. This one is not the one in my village. So each village has it, like I said. So guys, there are so many masquerades eh. So when this ceremony used to happen, it's like Christmas. It's like a very very big occasion. People look forward to it. Like the excitement in the excitement in like in the air or in the village is usually something else, especially for the youth. So this masquerade now that is running around here now. Okay. Now that masquerade you can see there is that same Echari Chama that used to jump around to make people happy. You know, that's the Echari Chama right there. So there are other masquerade here. Anyone I see in the picture, I'll just explain a little about it. That's if I know actually. Because I cannot know about every of them. So this one is called Ishima. It's like the masquerade head. That's you notice that the Oreo as the normal masquerade that will chase people and beat them. It's wearing white, but it's not like dressed properly like this. You understand? So the Ishima is the one that will add extra. The person will dress extra, because it's the head of the masquerade. So and there is a particular one behind it that is wearing blue. So I think that one is called Odumegu, or is it that Odumegu? But I'm not really sure because you know that I am not I don't really have all the knowledge about this masquerade, but I'm just saying like the ones that I feel like I know, and I know I'm not 100% sure, so I could make mistakes. So pardon me if you watch this video and you actually know better than me. Just correct me in the comment section. That's all I want to know because I actually want to learn more about this masquerade. I want to learn more because no one actually explains these things. It's just like people used to say that everyone should actually welcome this development and come back to start doing all of these things and be part of it, identify with it, because that is our culture and that is the one that we know. And every other thing that we do, maybe being a Christian or going to churches, that those ones are just what was introduced to us by the foreigners, and that we should be practicing is like what is our heritage, what is our culture, what is for us. But then The question is, how transparent can this culture be? Because there are so many masquerades with powers, actually, with powers. I was telling you about the one that is called Onye Kuruni. That one, no one has ever seen it. I don't know if the guys have seen it, but no woman has ever seen that particular masquerade. So it comes out at night. And what does this is a Charicha master. So this particular one, I'm going to come back to the Onyekunya, but this one here on the screen is Oriokpa. That is the regular one. That is when this masquerade is on ground, you see this one everywhere. And they are the ones that used to beat people. When they catch you on the road, they say, give me money, you don't give me money. Or even when you give them money and it's not enough, they're going to beat you. So that is it. And people will be like, some people will be like, why are we still practicing this kind of, culture? That this is barbaric, that we should actually let go of this kind of a thing. That this is wickedness, that because these ones used to flog people on the streets, and then some other people will be like, let them flog. It is our culture. If you see that this masquerade is on ground, try as much as you can to avoid them. Avoid them totally so they will not flog you. Because sometimes even when you give them money and the money is small, they will still flog you. And even when you are a lady, especially, even if you like give them money, they must flog you. Like these ones, they will know they use their eyes see women. So yes, that is it. Look at the masquerades here dancing. This video is actually old because I just got this from somewhere, so that I can actually explain to you and show you the fun part of the masquerade. So they used to dance in the village square. There's this music that used to be very, very sweet. It's actually very sweet because me, so I used to enjoy the sound. Even though some persons would be like that, this modern youth that used to play it does not even know how to play it like the old ones that are actually dead. That then, the music used to be very, very sweet, but these ones did not even learn well. That's the new generation. So the question is, the next generation, would they know how to beat, or would they even forget everything entirely? So what do you guys think about this kind of culture? What do you guys think about it? For me, I like this culture because it is a different kind of vibe. Like it's something that kind of changes the atmosphere of the whole community. Everybody's just like, yes, Omabe is on ground, like this masquerade is on ground. So the excitement's there. I like it because of the fun, the entertainment and all that. But by the time it start causing problems, I don't like it again. You guys remember I was telling you about a masquerade called what? Can you remember? Called Onye Kurunyi. The masquerade that used to come out at night. So let me continue with that story. That masquerade will come out at night and it will cause a lot of problem. The masquerade will lift up heavy, heavy things and block the road, do a lot of bad, should I even call it atrocities? But the masquerade will do a lot of bad things. It will lift like tank and block the road. It will go and bring out crates from someone's shop and then it will line it up until it like goes up. The crates will even break, to do so many things that when you wake up in the morning, everybody will be shouting, "Hey, have you seen that thing that happened in that junction? Hey, when you created this one, no." The other person will say, "Hey, I wanted to pass to go to that place, but if you see what you did there." So that is just the vibe of that one. You see, so that Onyekurin, people will be like, let us actually leave this one too, because anything that is causing destruction in the community should not be welcomed. To go as far as destroying properties, and that is not a welcome idea. So there are some persons that will be like, this particular one should be stopped entirely. But some other people will be like, no, this is our culture, we have to go on with it. Do you understand? So it is just not be smart, when it comes to this particular topic about masquerade, it is a lot. It's a lot, like different school of thoughts. So I want to see your own school of thought actually. And I'll be sharing my own as we are going in this video. So this is our village square. This is like my house is just like at the back of or in the front of somewhere around here. So this is the village square, and the masquerade usually come here. The villagers will come out, to watch. These ones here are actually few because them this is not like the main day. I think this is not that. There's another day that is the D day that a lot of people now come out, or when you now go out to the streets, because there is a particular ground where every village with their masquerade we assemble. So by the time you are going there, that is where the main fun is, because you will see lots and lots of masquerades. Oh my god. And then you will see people come out in numbers, like everybody is out there. So this is the masquerade of my village performing. This thing is called performance. Like the masquerade will be entertaining people, jumping around like this. People will be shouting, yeah, 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 throwing the masquerade money, and then it will go turn around, turn around, turn around, and meet the chiefs, the elders, and then jump up. And then they'll be shooting guns for the masquerade. Everybody will be praising him, they'll be calling him name, like different names, any work and the rest of it. They'll just be telling him, now to be doing shakara and all that. That's how the masquerade performs. It's not a small thing, no. This particular masquerade, it has a lot of other stories that used to fly around about it, that how strong it is or the power it has, but then I cannot know the details of the whole thing. So these masquerades, they have levels. So there are ones that are just for entertainment, don't have any special power, even though some people will be like, it's still a masquerade, you have to respect it and run away from it. But then there are some masquerades that if you know that this one, they will say this one has a lot of power. Like, I don't know that I should use the word juju. That you dare not cross that one. You don't even need to go close to that one. Like, there is this level of respect given to the masquerades. You get it? These are the villagers though. Me, I am here now. They video, they laugh. I was enjoying myself. So this is a charity there would other ones will still come, but other ones from other villages, they will still come here now, and they will salute the village. They will do this thing for the villagers too. They will dance around and greet the villagers and jump up, the same process before they will now go down to their own village. So anyone that is passing around here will do the same thing, for the villagers that are watching them. And that is how our own masquerade, when they pass other people's village, they will still do the same thing. So I don't know if you guys have understood what I was saying about that Onye Ekurunyi. That masquerade used to come out at night. That particular masquerade, it's going to destroy things. I don't know if I finished the gist earlier, but let me just round it up. The masquerade used to destroy things, and then people would say that the masquerade should be stopped entirely because the transparency is not even there. Nobody is explaining to you why should this masquerade be still be on ground. Why is it destroying things? Okay, community is developing, everything is changing. People, in fact, people that are from other places are coming down to invest here and then put their businesses here. You don't expect them to just automatically blend into the culture, even though that is what I feel like people should do. Because I've traveled to some other place and they are like, if even if you're a new person here, respect the culture of the state. There are things, okay, when I went, okay, I'm still doing my youth service and I'm doing it in Delta State. And one of the things they told us in camp is, okay, you can see the masquerade actually performing. Yeah, I've already explained this process. Let me just go ahead and be telling you guys other stories. So when I went in camp, when I went to camp, they told us that there are so many cultures in this state, and wherever you find yourself, you should be able to respect the culture. But if you don't want to, in fact, you cannot even participate, but you just respect the culture and then do your thing, avoid them and all that. But here, I feel that some people feel like it's the same thing. The masquerade is, in fact, sometimes when the masquerade is on ground, people post it on their status and be like, hey, masquerade is on ground, though. Nsukka masquerade is on ground. Anywhere you're going today, cancel it. It's not when masquerade will beat you now. You come and start crying online that Nsukka masquerade that they are bad. They used to go as far as warning people. Today is on my birthday. No come out, no go anywhere. If you be girl, today is on my birthday. Even if you must go out, make sure you carry a child. If you don't want them to beat you, carry a child on your back and tie wrapper. They won't know you're a woman. They will think you're giving birth. So me, I don't know why they actually don't like ladies like that. Or if you dare wear trouser, if you wear trouser and come out where this basket is on ground, hey hey, they are going to make sure they give you. In fact, they will beat you so that you will never ever forget that kind of experience in your entire life. So that is why a lot of people don't like this masquerade, especially people that are visitors. They are not from this community. They don't like this masquerade like that because masquerade kind of though has a lot of processes or things that it does that people might not really just welcome that way, because we are actually developing. And I feel like the origin of this masquerade, they don't like women wearing trouser because in the olden days they don't even know what is trouser. And then people who started wearing trouser, they will not be like, this one is trying to copy foreigners or do shakara for the villagers. Okay, and then maybe from there that is where the origin of the hate started. Because trouser is not something that is familiar with or that originated from this part of the world. So when they don't see people wearing it, they will not be like, this one, we have to even kill this one because this person is learning, he's doing oyibo, foreigner for us. This person is trying to do shakara for us. So let us actually show this world that we own this community or village. So that is where the hate, I feel that's where the hate emanated from. Okay, and then it continued up until now. But I feel like they should actually stop it now, because now a lot of things has changed, a lot of things have developed. But they will tell you that you dare not wear trouser to wear masquerade is, but then trouser is now like a regular uniform or a regular dress for everybody, not even for just ladies but for women who are even married. So even if you're married and you wear trouser, they will still beat you. There have been stories of them beating married people, even women, elderly women, if not because people used to, some elders used to shout on top of their voices and warn them that they should stop doing all some of these things. Okay, so they used to reduce it, but once you still hear a heavy story that masquerade actually dealt with maybe an elderly man or a married woman or a pregnant woman. Yes, you used to hear that kind of story. And when I hear it, it used to break my heart a lot. Actually, it used to break my heart a lot. So there are other people that will be like, we should, all of us should come back to this particular culture and appreciate it and do like everything and get ourselves involved properly, because that is what we're supposed to be doing, and not going to church or you know because anything you do, any other thing you do is something that was introduced to you by the white man and should not be appreciated more than this one is appreciated. And what do I think about this kind of a thing? I think that's fine. If you say that this is our culture, it is okay. I'm going to get involved because it's something you said this culture. There are other cultures that our people practice, something like New Yam Festival. You know that everybody should is advised to get involved, because you know what is being celebrated. At least it's transparent to some extent. You know what is going on there. But this one is deeper in the sense that there are so many powers involved, like there are so many things involved in this thing. And I believe there are other significance of this masquerade when it's on ground. So people are not being explained to, so that if you're getting yourself involved in this thing, you know what you're getting yourself involved with. Because everyone is being careful about the kind of energy they attract, the kind of power they attract into their life, and the kind of things they will pass through to their generation. Because anything that has to do with powers, you try it as much as possible to know the limit of what you're doing. So if this is the culture, then where is the limit? How transparent can it be? And where is the limit? Where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line from calling it our culture to the point where you have to start doing you know, other things that are deeper and involved in it, like going to shrine to do one or two things, or just practicing. I think that when it gets to that extent, it's no longer culture, it's now religion. Okay, it's not religion, and people should be allowed to practice any form of religion they want to practice. Okay, and then if it's not that transparent, if it's not transparent, if people are not being explained to, if from being a child you're supposed to be taught, okay, this one, I think this one is called, this masquerade on the screen, I think it's called Ezebunobodo. Ezebunobodo. I'm not really sure if I'm mistaking it with the other one that was blue that I said earlier in the video. But anyway, I just know that one of them has what one of the names that I have mentioned. Okay, and this is how they used to clear road. They would do a lot of I don't know what the English to use, like a lot of, I don't know, just to show how the masquerade is special. They will clear the road for the masquerade, like far as now you get road, they will guide the masquerade, just follow him around and protect and guide him and cheer him on. That is how it is. So what I was saying before is that if this thing should be appreciated, if this thing should be held, because a lot of people are coming and saying that whatever thing you're doing in the church is rubbish if you do not accept your culture. And what is the culture? This is the culture. Do you understand? And I'm like, where do we draw the line? You say that this is our culture. I'm not someone that will come and say I'm not going to be identified with my culture. But then there are so many cultures that does not serve us any longer. There are so many cultures that people has actually stopped, that we have stopped. There are so many other cultures that were demonic, were devilish, were bad, and was harming people. Example, the killing of twins in the past. That one has been stopped. A lot of other ones has been stopped, and people are saying that if those ones can be stopped, then some of these things can be stopped too, and the transparency can actually be increased so that people will understand it better. Because anything you want people to get involved in, especially in this modern age, you must actually have to explain to them, because if you don't explain to them, even people, if people are getting involved, they are still going to be very, very careful, because they don't want to attract what they cannot solve. So there is going to be limits to all these things because of the transparency that is limited. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? So when you say that this is the culture, people can say, okay, fine, it's the culture, so it's the people's way of life. It's not going to stop me from having my religion, and they will give it a limit. They know that when they come out, this is just for fun. We are coming out to just be entertained and have fun. That is what I'm saying about some people. That's what they believe. So when they come out and they have fun and they do all these things, they will go back to their religion, to their whatever thing where they were they worship, and they worship there. But then some people take this particular thing as their religion. This is how they pray or interact with their gods. Do you understand? And then those people in that category, when they see people who go to church, who comes out to watch this masquerade, they're like, these ones are going to church and they are still here. Hey, there used to be this gossip around it. Hey, this one on Sunday now, the person will go and sit in front seats, but the person is here with us, cheering this masquerade on. That kind of gossip and that kind of misunderstanding and clash goes on between these categories of people. There are other categories of people that will be like, this culture is our culture, I'm going to be involved in it. They will still limit themselves with the involvement. They will not go as far as, because they know that these people know that there are so many powers involved in this thing. They don't want to go as far as, but they will still appreciate the religion as much as they can. But then they say that they cannot pray. That cannot be they cannot pray, they cannot go deeper to go to the shrine or do all the other things involved in it. They can just pray and interact with their gods in their house. But when the tradition is on ground, when the masquerade is on ground, they can cheer them on, because that is what their forefathers did, and they should actually do the same thing. But they are still going to demarcate or give themselves limits. They won't go as far as going deep or doing everything, all the processes involved in this thing. So for me, I think that there should be more exploration. Like I said before, people should be carried along. If you want people to actually appreciate your culture more, the people should come out. If it's online, we have a lot of things online that we can now use to teach people. You come out and teach, this is what this one signifies, this is what this one signifies. Okay, now I heard that there were some this particular year, new masquerades were kind of, should I say, launched. They launched new masquerade. Now, before you launch a new masquerade, that we people believe that there are so many things involved in that masquerade. People believe that some masquerades used to disappear. People have a lot of things, and we don't know that they used to put fear in people with that. Before you now launch a new masquerade that is believed to have power, that is believed to, have some rituals involved in it. Can you tell us the process involved? Why the masquerade was launched? What is the essence of the masquerade? Now, I believe that the men who used to go with them in to perform all these things will have the knowledge. But what about the women? Are they being explained to, so that even if you are believing in this thing, you know what you're believing in? Or does that they come and announce to us, okay, this is the new masquerade though? Or people will not even announce it, just that you will start seeing that, I never seen this masquerade before. Why am I seeing it now? Maybe like, this one is a new masquerade. Oh, yay! They don't, the new masquerade don't come out to. What is involved? What is, okay? Why was that masquerade launched, or why was it introduced? What is it going to add to us? Like, what is the essence? Do you understand? Because now people are now asking questions. Oh, anything you are telling someone to believe in, the person have to ask you questions, and you have to be ready for you to answer it. The only answer you have should not just be, this is our culture, we have to be practicing. No, this is our culture, but even if it's our culture, why does it do this? Explain and give us the reasons why this how did it come to origin? Is it just for fun, or what are the other things involved? What do I have to do about it? Is it a religion or what? Because me, I don't really have all the knowledge about it. So if you say if you say this is a culture, yeah, a reasonable number of people can accept it. But if you call this a religion, they'll be like, no, this is not my religion. I cannot pray to my God through, like, I don't pray to my God through all these processes. I have another way that I pray to my God. So if you're expecting me to come down to the point where it is like this is, so I believe that there should be a line. There should be a line, because even this time around, there are so many men of God that are preaching for people to understand that this is our culture. But then what they don't understand is that they have to also preach that those who are practicing it put a limit where we know that this is how far we can come, and every other thing people are doing is deeper than us, and we don't understand it. And what you don't understand, you cannot get involved. I don't know the powers involved. Okay, now I cannot handle it, so I better just keep off and just cheer you on from afar, or just, okay, this is fine, you can do it. If it works for you, it's okay, but it's not going to, I cannot welcome it, entirely into my life. So there are so many stories about this, but I just have to stop here. You can see the masquerades in the screen. They're the ones that I could capture, because this is not the D-Day. Had it been I went to on the D-Day, but I'm not going to be in the village by then. I would have captured more. So for now, I don't have deep knowledge, as you can see. But I believe that in the future, I'm going to have more knowledge about this, and I'm going to properly come out and share. Maybe I should just go and meet someone like an elderly person and ask the person some questions. The person will explain to me, I will document it, and I will come and share with you guys. But for now, bear with me. This is all I have for you. So let me quickly run down the masquerades again, like the names of the ones that I know. So we have the one called Echarichama. You saw it a lot of times in the screen. We have Orioba, we have Onye Kurunyi, we have Ogogoro, Abiokokoro. We have the one called Edi. We have Opoko. We have Edi Ogbene. We have Ezebuno Obodo. And we have Ngwabugu. I think that one is the new masquerade. So guys, these are the names of the ones that I know. Yeah. There are other ones though. So thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you, and God bless you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to tell me what you guys think about this culture or this religion. I don't know which one